BakeWithMom.com. Today we're going to make meltaways. We're going to start with a ½ pound of softened salted butter, and to that we're going to add 3/4 cup of cornstarch, 1/3 cup of confectioner's sugar, and a cup of unsifted flour. This basic recipe has many different names from different regions of the world. Before 1950, the cookbooks had them as Russian tea cakes. And then in the 1950s, during the Cold War, it became Mexican wedding cakes. Other names that it goes by is pecan sandies, pecan fingers, Swedish tea cakes. There are variations from different regions of the world by adding nuts. They use hazelnuts, walnuts, pecans, or almonds. Some even use vanilla or almond extract. It's a nice simple recipe that you can make quickly. And when I'm through mixing the dough, we're going to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour at least. It can be longer than that, but I put it in for at least an hour so it gets nice and chilled. Then we're going to take it out and we're going to roll it into balls. Because this is such a rich cookie, because of the cornstarch, you're going to need to have them small, otherwise you're going to get powder sugar down the front of you when you eat them. You want it small enough so it'll just pop into your mouth. So we're ready to put it into the refrigerator for about an hour. Hi there, our dough has chilled for about an hour in the refrigerator. And we roll it in the balls about the size of a penny. And I take some powder sugar. Let me roll the last few real quick for you. I just kind of pinch it off and roll it. And remember, keep them small because this is such a delicate dough that it crumbles very easily. And if you took a bite it in half, it would just be all over the front of you because you're going to be dusting it with powder sugar, actually twice. When it gets out of the oven, we're going to roll it in powder sugar while it's still warm. And then after we put it on a plate, we'll dust it with some more with a little strainer. So I have my penny-sized balls, and I'm going to take some powdered sugar and get it on the fork. And I'm going to press my dough flat about, I'd say ½ inch, so it's only ½ inch high. You want to get powder sugar on your fork so the dough doesn't stick to your fork. It should be a little softer now that you've rolled it because your hands warm it up. Some of them may still be a little on the hard side and you just press a little harder. When they're done, they'll look like they're baked. They won't look like a raw cookie now. If you look right now, they've got kind of a little sheen to them from the butter, but once they cook up, that sheen should disappear. The temperature is 350 degrees and we're going to bake them for 10 to 15 minutes. I'd say start with 12 for your first batch just to see how your oven and altitude bake. Okay, so we just finished baking our cookies. As you can see, the sheen has disappeared. Don't worry if you see some of them have flattened out. It just means there was maybe a little more butter in it. They can be your sample cookies. So while they're still hot, we want to loosen them from the pan. And we want to roll them in powder sugar for our first roll of powder sugar. It's very important that you do it while they're still warm so that it sticks to the cookie. So I've got a bowl of powdered sugar here, and we'll just fluff the powdered sugar over them. Shake it off. So we've let them cool down a little bit, and now we're going to put some on a plate. Get a little bit of our powdered sugar in our strainer and just lightly tap it over the cookies so that it looks prettier. And there you have it. And I highly suggest you pop the whole thing in your mouth, because otherwise you're going to have powdered sugar all down the front of you. It's so rich, it just falls apart in your mouth. It is wonderful. Enjoy. Hi, I'm Susan with BakeWithMom.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can learn to bake something new every Friday. Check out this video here and this one here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. You know you want to learn how to bake. You want to bake these cookies because they're awesome. You want to bake that bread and this cake, so make sure you subscribe to my channel.